I'm super excited about my guest for today. She's an amazing singer. Let me see if I can add her right now. Waiting, waiting. Whoa, whoa. It says waiting. Connecting.
Hi,
It's
baby.
Shoshana Bean.
Hi,
Hi.
beautiful. How are you?
I'm so good. How are you doing?
I'm good. You are so good. You are so
Oh,
generous, and what a beautiful thing you've gifted everyone with every
oh
day
my
by showing
gosh.
up to this. Like incredible. You could be taking time off. Do you know what I mean? And you're showing
Oh
up every
man.
day and just filling
Thanks.
people's hearts and homes with so much love. You're wonderful.
Stop. Oh my gosh,
It's
thank you.
true.
You're just you're so sweet. You're always so sweet.
No,
How
I'm just very truthful.
how have you been during quarantine? What have you been up to?
Oh my gosh, I don't know, but the days just fly by. I don't know where they're going, but I'm
Somewhere.
I'm having
Yeah.
a great time. Honestly, I feel guilty saying that because I know that not everyone is, obviously, but as artists, like it's a time that I just don't think any of us would have taken by
Hmm.
choice,
Yeah.
to relax and recalibrate and reconnect to creativity in a different way. Like instead of going all the time and having to deliver, like it's really nice to kick back and like all these kinds of magical things are happening.
Yeah,
Like
I
what a
know. It's
gift.
so
Thank you
fun.
for asking me. I'm just
Of
so
course.
honored.
Of course. You already know I'm such a huge fan of you as a person and also your voice. You're just incredible. Would you, just going back to the quarantine thing, would you say that you're like a natural homebody then? Like, so it's like you were saying it's not that hard for you, or what do you think?
Yes and no. I mean, I went in the beginning through the discomfort because I, not unlike you, am used to traveling all the time. I'm never home
Right.
for more than a week or two. I mean, 2 weeks is like unheard of. So at first I was like really, really excited to have time at home. And then I was really, really uncomfortable still being at home.
Yeah.
And now it feels like the new normal almost. That's the other thing. We are used to adjusting so quickly because we're on the road in different hotel rooms, different
Yeah.
cities. Now this city is home for 6 months, whatever. So I just
Yeah.
feel like I can adjust really quickly. And so now I go outside and I'm like, what's gonna be, we're gonna go back to life. Like I'm gonna go to yoga
Yeah.
sometimes. Like I live here now. Like everything, this is the yoga studio. This is the recording studio. This is the meeting.
Right.
This is everything. So it's weird. How about
Right.
you? What have you been
Um,
doing besides this beautiful gift?
yeah, I've been these of course been keeping me busy, giving me um just something to do and something that's really fun. I'm blessed to have a studio in my house. So that's where I'm at right now. So I've been like writing a little more and yeah, just like, being it feels like I'm online a lot more for obvious
Yeah.
reasons. I feel like the whole
Yeah.
world is on the internet. But yeah, it's, I think I echo everything you said. I mean, it's like kind of easy to adjust and I don't say that lightly, of course, because, like you said as well, not everybody is
Yeah.
in that position right now. So of course want to be sensitive to the people that are struggling right now. My heart goes out to all of them. And so,
For
and
sure.
that's really why that's a big part too of why I wanted to do this is just to offer some kind of, like joy or hope or something, just to entertain people. So thank you for coming on here.
You
And
are doing it. You are
for
doing that in spades. So
well,
mission accomplished.
for people that don't know, you have a pretty dope background in the Broadway world. Um, and but you also do your own stuff. Like you obviously have your own music as well. And I guess I was just wondering, and I feel like we've kind of talked about this a little bit when I saw you last when you did Waitress in New York. But how would you say how is it different, I guess, like the two worlds? Like how would you say what would you say are some of the differences between like your own writing and your own kind of style of music versus like doing Broadway stuff?
I think they have very distinct differences, but one sort of for me has fueled the other. I think the work ethic and the discipline from theater
Mm,
is really different from that of the music industry. showing up on time and being prepared and being off
Yeah.
book. Like those are things that I've, arm wrestled with my musicians and other people about. It's just a very different mentality and work ethic. And neither is, it's just different. It's not one is worse and one is better.
Yeah.
The best musicians always, they're, when it's showtime, they're ready. But, it's just a different discipline and a different expectation in theater. So I'm a little bit of a micromanager and neurotic and have high expectations when it comes
Yeah.
to my own stuff. But at the same time, there's a freedom of exploration and expression and creativity in my own stuff that
Mm.
was hard for me to find in theater, because in theater you hit the marks, you say these lines, you hit these notes, you don't get to improvise, you
Yeah.
cannot actually, hit a different mark because people can get hurt. Like a lot rides on hitting the marks and the timing being right.
Right.
And then doing your own stuff, you find this freedom and this confidence in who you are, and sharing that and exposing that really vulnerably. And then coming back to the theater, it was nice to be able to bring that freedom to the extent that I'm allowed,
Mm.
to a script and a score. So they've both, I think for a long time, I'm quite a bit older than you. So it was a different world when I started out on Broadway. You weren't really allowed to cross over and be seen as
Mm.
both a Broadway performer and a recording artist. They were just, the line was really strong. And then, Smash happened and Glee happened and American Idol happened, and all these things that
Right.
sort of like expanded the vocabulary of what singers are allowed to do and what is, on the tip of pop culture, that it all sort of just
Mm.
started, the lines started blurring. And now you're just like not only allowed to, but expected to do more and all
Wow.
and everything. So I've watched it all just sort of like evolve, and it's been cool. So now, like, I feel like there's a way to do both and a way to really bring the gifts of one to the other. So if that makes any sense.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I've actually never thought of it that way of how, I mean, you like you said, you've seen kind of the industry change and shift, and that it makes a lot of sense just with, like you said, with Glee and what was the other one you said that
Smash.
shifted? Yeah, like all the just that kind of musical theater culture. It does feel like way more a part of like just pop culture in general. So
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
was cool. It's cool seeing you transition, I think seamlessly. And I mean, I think you have
Oh,
such a gift because I think not a lot of people can do that, where it's like you're on stage on the Broadway stage and then you can just as like you could still kill it on any stage really. So I
oh,
look up to
thank
you a
you.
lot and you're an inspiration for more
Thank
than I
you.
know just me. But based on what you said, because I know we kind of talked about this a little bit backstage as well, backstage at Waitress. But today I want to um sing a couple Broadway songs with you, but we should not hold back and do what Broadway would want us to do. We should
Do you want to
sing it.
popify it?
Let's popify it. Let's
Okay.
soulify it. Let's do the things that you wanted to do but couldn't. And we, again, totally respect the Broadway
Of
thing.
course, of
Like,
course.
completely get it. Obviously, it has
We're
to be, a
just
certain way. But, like,
reinterpreting.
let's just have
Yes.
fun with it.
Thank you.
Um,
You don't have to tell me
let's,
twice.
yes, let's do,
I do have to tell
I would
you
actually,
though, when we were, when I was finishing up my run at Waitress and I knew I was going to
mhm.
leave, they were struggling to find someone to come in. And I was like, you should call Tori Kelly. Like,
Oh my gosh.
I just thought you would be so beautiful in that
Oh,
role. Like, to hear you sing that
thank
score and how
you.
beautifully tender and delicate and vulnerable you are. I just thought you'd be so
Oh,
beautiful in that role. So
thank
I
you
would
so
love to hear you
much.
sing that stuff.
Oh
You
my
know I'm a
gosh. Should
massive fan. You guys, I just need to say for everyone
what?
listening at home, from to know that the younger generation of pop music is in your hands is like, you're just
Whoa.
so special. You don't take your clothes off. You don't, you are someone so full of integrity for young girls to look up to, and that is not common in this business right now. And I'm just champion you, and
Don't.
I'm so, I just am thrilled. And your last record, especially, like,
Oh my
it was
gosh.
so
Thank you.
beautifully honest and exposed. And I'm just so proud of you for knowing you for these years and
Thanks.
seeing you evolve and transform. It's awesome.
You're so sweet and you're
No,
gonna
I'm
make me
just telling you
cry,
the
so
truth.
stop. Um,
Right?
I
Mario echoed my sentiments. He said, so,
is
so true.
Mario in here? Aw,
Hi,
hi
baby.
friend. Oh my gosh, I saw Matt Bloyd is in here too. Oh.
Hey, babies. Hi, Yim. Oh, I see lots of the pals are in here.
I love it. Should we do, I mean, I already have seen the comments are going nuts for
I,
she used to be mine.
yes.
So I feel like we should do it. Um, how do you want to I feel like you should start it.
Whatever you want. You're
Maybe,
in
and
charge.
then let's do well, we can like point at each other because you know about the lag thing, of
Sure,
course.
sure, sure. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So we should like just whenever we feel like we can just like pass it on to the other person.
Wait,
And
how's Dre? How's Andre?
oh, he's good. He's good. He's probably watching right now. He
Hi,
watches
baby.
the live. So hi, Jay. Yeah, yeah, he's good. He's up
Okay,
there
good.
somewhere, but probably with Frodo, of course, because he's not in here because Frodo would be annoying right now. Um,
Their timing,
but
dog's timing is impeccable. I'll be
oh my
doing nothing
gosh,
all day, and the second I start doing something like this or working out or whatever, my dog is like right at my feet with a ball, and I'm like, why
yeah,
now? Why
just like
now?
waiting. It's so true. He's been like
Ugh.
following me everywhere lately. It's like, why stop? But he's so cute. Scott Hoying's in here too.
Hi,
Hi.
Chris.
Hi,
Hi,
Scott.
Scotty. Hi, David. Hi, Jay. Both Jays.
Oh.
Hi. Hey, Hanny.
Okay. I feel like you start it and you could, I mean, maybe do like verse, chorus, and then I'll do verse, chorus, and then see
Whatever
what
you
happens at
want.
the end.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. Do you know the key, what key would
I'm
be
gonna
good
say
too?
it's
I don't
about
know.
right here, but I'm probably too high. I
Yeah,
think I
what's
usually do it in G. I don't know. I'm gonna regret this.
Miles
But
under the
you're
sand, right?
limitless, so I don't think. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling.
I'm limited. Wow.
No, she is unlimited, kids.
That was too perfect.
Ooh.
You just gave me that too perfectly. Yeah, okay. You start whatever key and then we'll just have fun with
We reserve the right to change keys in the middle if I've gotten us into.
it. Yes.
Oh, your mama's here.
Hi, Mom. She's
It's
like, I'm
not
ready.
simple to say that most
Mm.
days I don't recognize me. But these shoes and this apron, that place and its patrons have taken more than I gave them. It's not easy to know
Mm.
I'm not anything like I used to be, although it's true I was never attention sweet center, but I still remember that girl. She's imperfect, but she tries. She is good, but she lies. She is hard on herself. She is broken and won't ask for help. She is messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most
Hmm.
of the time. She is all this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. She is gone, but she used to be mine.
Ooh, it's not what I asked for. Sometimes life just slips in through a back door and carves out a person and makes you believe it's all true. And now I've got you, and you're not what I asked for. If I'm honest, I know I would give it all back for a chance to start over and rewrite an ending or two. For the girl that I knew who'll be reckless just enough, who'll get hurt but learns how to toughen up when she's bruised and gets used by a man who can't love. And then she'll get stuck and be scared of the life that's inside her, growing stronger each day, till it finally reminds her to fight just a little, to bring back the fire in her eyes.
Yeah, yeah.
That's been gone, but she used to be mine.
She used to be mine. Oh,
You close
pointing,
it. You close
pointing.
it. She is messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time.
She is all this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie.
She is gone, but she used to be mine.
Oh, see, that's what everyone deserves. Everyone deserves
What?
you singing She Used to Be Mine. Everyone deserves that version.
Oh my
Can you
gosh.
maybe just do like a silly acoustic cover of it during this time?
Oh man, I will think about it. I will. I
So
love
beautiful.
your rendition of it. Oh my
Thank
gosh. I
you.
remember, I mean, that was the first, like, you were the first version of the show that I saw. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And I remember asking you all these questions after because I'm just so fascinated. You could probably tell that I'm fascinated with the just the world of musical theater because I've always dabbled in it a little bit, but never like, fully done a Broadway show. And so after the show, I was just like asking you all these questions. I did this thing again. People make fun of me for doing this in like every live stream. But
I'm with it.
anyways, yeah, I remember because you delivered that song just like so beautifully and just passionate and obviously the storyline and everything just built up to that moment. That's like the climax of, the musical, would you say, right?
Oh, 100%. Which is
But
rare for a
oh,
show. Like usually a character is given like their big revelatory moment much sooner. And it was challenging
mm,
for me to hold it
yeah, yeah,
together
yeah.
until that moment. But it's so beautifully crafted. Sarah,
It
obviously,
is.
Bareilles
Yeah,
is
shout out to Sarah Bareilles, but also shout out to
Sarah
you
B.
because there's one that
Aw.
that specific part at the end, like I just know you, so I was like, I know she's like holding back a little, but I love that you still gave it like your own thing, which it was just so genius on your part. I think how you still made it, it was still musical theater, it was still, ticking all the boxes, but you were like, yeah, but here's me too. So like on one
Thank
little
you.
part, you know what part I'm talking about.
Yes, ma'am.
So she used to
They were
be. Yeah.
great though. They were great though about like,
Yeah.
they were like as long as it sounds like something Sarah would have written. I had this other riff that I did in there towards the end,
Hmm.
that they were like that is such a Whitney Houston, like we can't. It's so obviously like way too soul, like if it
Yeah.
sounds like something Sarah
Dang.
would have written or done, we'll let it pass. But they were, because it's a pop score, it just was easier to sort of like.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Sarah herself, like when she played the role, she, took obviously liberties. It's her score, but she's
Right. Right.
she's obviously from the pop world originally, so she knows like every show is different, and every time you hit the song, like you find new things. And yeah,
Nice. I
yeah.
um I just realized what time it is, but if you don't mind, I would love to do one more song with you. So if I
Honey,
if
I
I
will sing
end
with you all day long. Yeah, you
if
should have
I
Sarah be a guest on your show. I think she's like fully shutting it down
oh
right now, but it'd be worth. I mean, like that would
I'm
be
so down. I
that would
love
be
her.
dope.
I will, yes, I will
Ah,
hit her up.
so good.
But let me exit this one because the Instagram will cut me off right at two,
Got
and then
you.
I'll just
Okay.
restart it. Everybody come back on, and then I'll add you again. Okay?
Okay. Bye, baby.
Okay, be right back. All right. Should work.
I don't know if
Okay,
my,
we're
oh, there
back.
you are. I was like, I can't
Yeah,
hear anything.
I
Okay.
know Instagram's weird. It does that all the time. And then when I add someone, it like comes back. It's anyways. Um,
We're
mm,
good. We're good. What are we
okay,
doing?
we're
Oh my
back.
gosh, let's sing together
I
all day long.
I really wanted to do For Good with you from Wicked
Okay.
because
Yeah.
you again, if people don't know, which like you should, but if you don't, Shoshana played Elphaba, right? In
Mhm.
Wicked. How long did you were you in that role? Like how long did that last for?
I stood by for Adina first for like four or
Oh,
5 months, and then I took
uh-huh.
over in New York for a year, and then I went
Okay.
on the road for like 4 or 5 months. So I would say in total, like a total of 2 years from like standby to the
Yeah.
role. So yeah.
So were you like standby then like with the original cast like right when it started or not
No, Eden
then, right?
Espinosa, my dear friend, was the original standby.
Oh, okay.
Um, and then she left to go do Brooklyn on Broadway. She originated that, and so I
Hmm.
came in and replaced her as the standby.
Okay.
And at that point, like most of the original cast had left. Kristen was gone, Norbert was gone. Adina was still there,
Hmm.
obviously. She's who I replaced, but Jennifer Laura Thompson was the
Hmm.
Glinda, and Joey McIntyre was my first Fiero. And he was also
Aw.
my first Dr. Pomander at Waitress. So
Yeah,
we have
that's
a
right.
very
Whoa.
romantic
That's
history.
crazy. I love that. Fun fact for me, I randomly sang this song. No one will be able to find a video of this because it was such a random event like it was I honestly don't remember what it was. I was so young and they specifically asked for this song. It was a corporate event. It was like a some
Okay.
sort of dinner situation with a bunch of
Uh-huh.
people in suits and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing here, but okay. And they specifically wanted this song. They wanted me to just sing
Sure.
it like both
Yeah.
parts and I was very
Uh-huh.
confused. But
Uh-huh.
that's how I know the song was
Amazing.
from that first and I was like, wow, okay. And then I finally saw the play, of course, and the musical and loved it. But anyways, we should sing this you know, however sing it however you want, you know. This is yeah, no rules
It's so
here
funny.
on Quarantine with Tori.
You said that, and last time with She Used to Be Mine, I was like, the fear of God is in you for straying. So I'm like, I don't even know how to
Oh,
like you
yeah.
lock it in 8 times a week, and then you're like, oh right, you can. Okay, so
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun. This is the time. This is the time.
I
Um, let's yeah, who wait.